Hey everybody. Um, I wanted to talk to you guys about. First of all, I hope everyone is doing good. Great rising to everyone, even though it's a little later. Still great rising. I hope everyone is having a great Friday so far. And I wanted to talk to you guys about the power of your breath work. I've talked about how much of a supporter I am behind meditation, but I don't believe I've talked about breath work and just how a few seconds of inhaling and consciously saying out loud or inwardly, how you're breathing in the good energy of chi, and releasing any negative ions, any negative energy, any negative emotions, especially if you're going through a trying time, or something has affected your energy, or whether it's just inside of you, whether it's just remember, everything is inside. Everything starts from within. Everything is like, like I always say, as within, so without. So a lot of times it's not our circumstances, it's how we respond to our circumstances in life. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we build up the I don't want to say resistance, but somewhat resistance, because if you resist certain energy in certain situations and whatever, then you build up that resistance to know how to deal with situations. Let's just say that, okay? But the breath work is very important, right? And so, just inhaling, holding it in, consciously saying, like I said, inside or saying out loud, I am drawing in the good energy through my chakras. I'm allowing positive energy to permeate through my soul, through my inner experience, and then bring out all negative emotions and all negative. Doing that. And not just doing it for one time may help you, but doing it several times, doing it in repetitious energy, because as you can become more connected and as you ascend more, you'll hear stuff, and it's not just it's not going to be your ego, because as you heal, your ego is going to be healed, and so that, and you'll know when to be like, okay. But it's the inward knowing of when to do something, how to do something, okay? And even with this, how many times to do it. So, depending on what you mean. So maybe you might hear that you need to draw in that breath 6 times and draw it out 6 times. Or, I was doing this. I haven't done this in a little bit, but so take it in intervals and then blow it out. So, okay, for instance, and I think I've talked about this, counting 6 seconds, right? So bring in your breath for 6 seconds, hold it in for about 7 seconds, and then for 8 seconds you're blowing out. So it's like a mini session, a mini little spiritual session to get you back on track, or to pull your energy, center your energy back to where it should be. And it's very, very helpful. When I started like a couple of years ago, it really, really helped me through a lot of situations, just to calm your mind, because a lot of us deal with anxiety. And I know, like, I've dealt with anxiety since I was a child, but I didn't know what it was. So now as an adult, I'm more conscious of it. And so I'm taking the steps to do it. You don't have to get on medication. You don't have to go see anybody. Sometimes you do have to go see somebody. I'm not going to say that. Let me pause. Sometimes you have to see somebody. Sometimes you have to go seek a specialist and go, so I'm not going to say that. But a lot of times, a lot of us are capable of doing the work on us, on ourselves. And I want to say also, when it comes to what our ancestors did, they didn't have medical professionals and psychologists and psychiatrists and therapists like that. They self-healed everything within themselves. And so it's innately in us as a people, as melanated people. It's innately in us to heal ourselves from all afflictions, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. It's in us. But a lot of us lack the tools and the know-how because we weren't brought up and taught these things. You know what I'm saying? So now that the energy is here for us to learn and to connect to our inner selves, that's what spirituality is connecting to our inner selves and aligning, because we always had a soul. We just wasn't aligned with But anyways, it's just taking deep breaths. And you know what? I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but for those who know, I used to be a heavy cigarette smoker, right? I used to smoke cigarettes for years. Like over 10 years, I smoked cigarettes. And so at some point, I wasn't able to even blow a balloon for like when I was having birthday parties for her and stuff like that. Or I wasn't able to like inhale and hold my breath. So it's such I come from an energy of being grateful that I'm able to do that. And I can hold my breath for long periods of time because, y'all, I'm telling you, I didn't know it. I was eating terribly. I was smoking cigarettes. And not only was I a cigarette smoker, I was a chain smoker. Okay? I couldn't just smoke one cigarette. I'm smoking multiple cigarettes. You feel me? So yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys that little bit of information, that little bit of helpfulness. I hope that it helped you. Remember, you guys can contact me if you have a question or if you want to book a personal coaching session. I love you guys and I mean it. Peace. Take care.